So, let's talk about the Audi Active Sphere, a rather weird, fully electric SUV car. Let's dive in. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's AVP over here. Welcome back again to Crazy Town AVP. Today, I want to take a look at the Audi Active Sphere. That's right. So, I want us to touch on really 4 things here about the car. Actually, probably 2. 1 is the design, and 2, the target audience of this vehicle. First, the design. Let's talk about the exterior design first. This is why I'm saying this car is a little weird. It's a little peculiar, right? Because Audi calls it a crossover coupe. I mean, you could just call it an SUV, Audi. But I get why they call it that. First, you look at the back a little bit. It's got the sporty look to it, right? It's got so much prowess and presence to it, right? This car right here has got so much prowess and presence. Unlike my city golf car, you would probably guess right if you were to go, that's an electric car right there. There's nothing about this car that screams gasoline or fuel. It's just all electric. And every single thing here about this car is really futuristic. It's really future-proof. Audi really put some real thought to every single component of the car, from the rear view mirrors to the rear of the car, to the wheels of the car, to the headlights of the car, the rear lights of the car. I'm telling you guys, every single thing, to the sky roof of the car as well. Every single thing about this car has been really carefully thought out, all the way down to the drivetrain of the vehicle that connects well to its autonomy as well. By the way, this vehicle right here has got full autonomous capability. It's fully automated, essentially, right? This car could drive you from Johannesburg to Cape Town without breaking a sweat. I'm a Mercedes fan, and when I saw this car, I was like, maybe I might just consider, like Audi a little bit here. Thing is, Audi is just deciding to be a little different, right? The way they're just like approaching every single thing is what amazes me about them these days. I mean, I'm like, how is this Audi? I look at them and I'm like, how is this Audi? Looking at the pictures I've seen so far, I mean, this car right here has got pretty amazing features, actually, both inside and out. And just outside on its own, it's super aerodynamic. Yes, it is designed to be like a sphere. At the end of that's why they call it Active Sphere. Let's dive onto the interior. There's really not much about the exterior that's like super amazing, really. It's just the fact that it looks like it's something from the future, and we are living in the future. So I'm not really surprised that they did that. Okay, the interior. Now, if you jump inside this car right here, you can tell this right here is something that's not built for 2023. This car right here, by the way, in case you don't know, this is still a concept vehicle. It's not a car that's out there for sale at the moment. However, it's got potential. It's got plenty of potential. Anyways, jumping back into the interior of the car, the seats, the whole interior, steering wheel, the dashboard, the glasses. Audi just like went all out, you guys. Like, look at how rigged this car is inside. I mean, this car is built for comfort, but then again, it's also built and designed to handle pretty rough terrains. So inside, it's mostly built for comfort, but outside, it's built for very harsh and rugged conditions. Audi went a step further here by implementing augmented reality sort of dash. This is not your typical car. You're not going to get in there. Don't expect to be pressing some buttons when you get inside of this vehicle. No, there's going to be none of that. Audi was like, no, get rid of all this junk. We don't need it. Let's move all of these physical buttons. Let's move them over to something that somebody can touch and feel right mid-air. Just like you would experience virtual reality or augmented reality, right? With like companies like Meta. This car right here, Audi was like, get rid of all this junk. We don't need any of this unnecessity over here. Let's chuck in augmented reality right as our main features. So you actually literally control the car using augmented reality dials, right? So it's kind of like, it's a little bit weird because most people are really not going to be used to it. You want to go out snow skiing? You got the Audi Active Sphere. You want to go out hiking? Audi Active Sphere. I doubt they're going to have even above 1 million sales really on this car, to be honest with you. That actually takes me to my second point about this car right here, the target audience. Who's it for? This car is gonna be for James Bond. No, like literally, I'm being dead serious. This car is definitely for James Bond. Not only are we not gonna be able to afford this car, but we're also just not gonna find uses for it. In fact, if you look at this car, even this top of gear and equipment that they chucked in the back of this car, it's literally golfing stuff. It's like, rich people go golfing, right? Yes. Okay, so it's gonna be for the tycoons who trying to stay healthy. So Elon Musk, if you're Elon Musk, you probably want to stick to just your Cybertruck. I don't see your average person driving this car. It's just not meant for them. It's not meant for you. I'm sorry to break it to you, but it's just not meant for you. Okay, yeah, so essentially, this is why I think that this car is definitely going to be for James Bond. In fact, let me tell you guys this. This car is probably going to be featured in way more movies than people buying them. But I'll be very surprised if like a person like Bill Gates bought this car. As I said, it is meant for people in the upper echelons of society, but it's got its uses. Car. Is it really going to do well, or is it going to crash? I'll say it's going to do well, and they're probably not going to produce as many units as like say the Tesla Cybertruck, for example. This car right here is very much capable, you guys. Like, it can carry quite a whole lot of cargo from one state to the next, or like one city to the next with ease, right? I'm not taking that from Audi. They're pretty good at that. We've seen it over the years. I mean, it's going to come down to the price at the end of the day. Well, people are going to compare this to the Rivian. They're going to compare this to the Cybertruck. All of these dealers are going to start flooding into the market their like own concepts, actually, their own functional concepts of what an off-road SUV full electric car looks like. All right, I think for now, let's leave it at that. That's too much information, at least for me. I'm overloaded right now. I do want to applaud Audi here for going a step further by designing something as futuristic as this. I mean, it got me excited again about electric cars, especially the video they released literally 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. I can't quite remember. But I do know that it's a really, really cool car, and whether or not it's going to sell in the market is an entirely different story. Till next time, I've been AVP. You guys take care.